Hi everyone. My name is Nina, and I'm Natalie's maid of honor. Now, you all probably know that Natalie has an older brother, Michael. He's sitting over there. But what you may not have known is that over these years, Natalie's been taking care of a younger sister. That would be me. I met Natalie during sophomore year of high school, and shortly thereafter, I was adopted by the Papale family. Okay, I wasn't really adopted, but I have had the pleasure of knowing Natalie through many major life events, whether it was getting our driver's licenses, graduating high school, figuring out our majors, and many other things. So, I've gotten to see every poor decision that Natalie has made, and that is what the rest of this speech is about. No, actually it's not, but she told me in advance she didn't want that. The truth is that I looked through years of AIM conversations, notes passed in high school, G-chats, and I honestly could not find evidence of a poor decision. You see, the way that Natalie is actually an older sister to me is that she's made so many of the right decisions with the right reasoning and has really been a role model for me through these years. Like an older sister, Natalie has patiently listened to me and given me advice over the years. You all may know that she's a social worker. Well, I have to take some credit for that because I gave her years of practice in listening to someone. Like an older sister, Natalie was always more clued into things than I was. We went to different colleges, but she visited once, and she met some of my friends. And then, this was freshman year when I had sprained my ankle and was on crutches. One of my friends drew me a funny get well card, but underneath it he wrote, "You probably won't get the joke, but I bet Natalie will and she'll explain it to you, so ask her." And he had only met her once. Like an older sister, Natalie has had a strong influence into my music tastes. In fact, my iTunes library, if you guys remember that, began by first copying her entire iTunes library. So, don't be embarrassed. All of the albums of Dashboard Confessional are still on there. As long as I've known her, she's had a strong appreciation of music, and I'm glad she is marrying a man who's in his own band and can sing and dance and do lots of other musical things. Gareth. You're Canadians originally, so you may not know this, but in the US, we all look forward to turning 21 because that's when we can drink legally. Now, what Natalie didn't know is that she should look forward to 21 because that's when she would meet you. Since you've been in her life, Gareth, it's been nothing but good things. Whether it was graduating college and then grad school and then moving in with you, the good things just keep on coming. I'm so glad that you two found each other, literally found. So, for all the advice that Natalie has given me over the years, sometimes I say something useful to her. A few months after Natalie first met Gareth, she was studying abroad in Scotland, and she hadn't seen Gareth in a while and wouldn't for another few months. So she said to me, 3 more months seems unmanageable. How do I get through this? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And this was on G-Chat, so I know there were 3 anxious question marks at the end of that sentence. And I said to her, even without seeing him, you're probably happier for these last 3 months with his existence in your life than without it. It was true back then, and it remains true today. And with that, my hope for you is that it remains true forever. Natalie and Gareth, may you continue to bring a little extra joy to each other for the rest of your lives. I love you both, and congratulations.
Give it up for Nina again, everybody. Also give it up for the beautiful bridesmaids today. They did a wonderful job. Also make some noise for the Camelwood Inn for hosting such a great party. You guys are great. Thank you so much. I have to give a shout out to all the people that have traveled here. We have people from Florida, Colorado. Shout out if I say your state, Seattle, California, Maryland. We got some people from Massachusetts. We got Chicago's in the house. Canada, where you at? We even have people as far from Hawaii. It just goes to show how far people would go for a free meal. Hey, that's so clutch. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna switch sides because I'm gonna talk about my brother for a second. Me and him go way back. We were roommates inside my mom. For those of you who do not know me, my name's Grant. I am Gareth's twin brother. Very proud. Another fact people don't really know is I was 11 minutes older than Gareth. 11 minutes. So whenever he asks me a question, I'm always like, well, when I was your age. Another little known fact is Gareth has always been 1 inch taller than me. We think my parents got confused and fed it twice. Alright, all kidding aside though, it's funny. Gareth is one of the most thoughtful, honest, talented individuals, and whenever he puts his mind on a dream, I know he can achieve it. And I think Natalie is the perfect fit for him. She is super sweet, super caring, and you are the perfect match for Gareth. And whenever Gareth talks about you, or whenever he's around you, one thing is very, very clear. When I say hands up, he loves you, Natalie. You were an ocean apart, but still you had his heart. From far away, he loves you, Natalie. Tell you why this man would give you everything. Tell you why he's a loving and a wedding ring. Tell you why you'll never be wondering if he loves you, Natalie. 'Cause he loves you, Natalie. Yo, let's bring it back though. Turn it up, DJ. All about how his left got flipped, turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how they paint the prince of the town. That's all I missed it. Alright, I'm gonna tell you about my big brother. In Winnipeg, Canada, born and raised in Catholic school, he spent most of his days chilling at recess, running around circles and playing with his teen nephew and Ninja Turtles. Mom and Dad take grab you, say goodbye to the kids in the neighborhood. Pack your bags in your box and Chevrolet because your family is moving to the USA. I should have reversed a little harder. Clap it up. Clap. Yeah. I'll tell you about now how these guys met. Gareth, Natalie would make way, celebrate her 21st birthday. She met Gareth and they talked for a while. And it made her smile. Said, yo, I really should have used this. Alright, I got one word first. You know what? I just want to raise a glass to the comfort. But seriously, you guys are the perfect couple. I cannot be prouder of you guys. Natalie, welcome to the family, to the bride and the groom. Cheers.
Yeah, give it up for the best man, everybody. Give it up.
Welcome, everyone. I am the proud father of the beautiful bride. And a very fortunate recipient of an incredible son-in-law. It's really a joy to see Natalie and Gareth as Mr. and Mrs. Cometa. Patty and I would like to thank you all for traveling to here tonight to celebrate with us. I mean, your presence makes this so much more special, so thank you all for coming. I also want to give a shout out to the mothers of these two great kids. Patty and Ludy have raised two amazing kids, so thank you, ladies. As many of you know, Natalie and Gareth met on Natalie's 21st birthday, completely by chance. For the first week of their courtship, they were inseparable. But 7 short days later, Natalie left for Scotland for 4 long months. But something monumental happened that week. They made a connection. Instinctively, they knew they had something special. Amazingly, they did not see each other again until June, spent the summer together, and then Natalie took off again for college for another long 4 months. So Gareth, how is it that you knew in 1 week that Natalie was the one and only one for you? Our family bond has just started and already you've outdone me. It took me a full 2 weeks to know that Patty was the one for me. Now, most people graduate from college in 4 years, some a bit longer. But Natalie, being the brilliant and amazing person she is, she orchestrated finishing her degree in 3.5 years. Prophetically, so that she could come home early and be with Gareth. Wow.
Know it all.
So Natalie and Gareth were together and their connection strengthened. And I could see they had started to make a great compliment to each other. Now, there's been a lot of Michael Jackson entertainment here tonight. And some of you may not know that when Natalie was 5 years old, she was Michael Jackson. She would walk around with a pink glove and an audience and a routine that made her audience think that she must be at least related to Michael Jackson. Now, Natalie's display of that kind of outgoing personality and love for an audience faded a bit in high school. But when Gareth came around back into the picture, suddenly Natalie started dressing up once again, only this time in wild Halloween outfits. Natalie started to embrace Gareth's love of performing. He had reawakened that part of her. Good job, dude. Gareth's musical talents quickly complemented Natalie's natural talent for yoga and leading a class, and the love duo was born. Thank you, Tracy. As Natalie instructed her students to move through yoga poses, Gareth would serenade the class with song. The love duo became so popular that this amazing couple organized a day-long fundraiser centered on yoga and music called Playing for a Change. Finally, you would think that all of this, the great people that they are, the great connection they had, the compliments they made for each other, would seal the deal for Natalie. But not quite. As you saw here tonight live on stage, Gareth can dance like Michael Jackson. Natalie and Gareth, Patty and I have enjoyed a lifetime of love and happiness, and we wish you the same. So let's raise our glasses and toast this great couple, the love duo, Natalie and Gareth. May you live a harmonious, joyful, and fun-filled life together and enjoy all the richness and happiness that love can bring. And now I would like to bring up Natalie's brother, Michael.
Well, I don't think I can top that. I just want to say a few things before we get onto the cake. So Natalie, you and I grew up together. For those of you who don't know. And even through sibling rivalry and the fact that we've been separated by the entire continental U.S. for many years, I feel supremely blessed to say that I feel closer to you than almost anyone in the world. So,
What a good brother.
you're a deeply caring and genuinely kind person. You've always been there for me to lend an ear and provide gentle reassurance, guidance, and I know that you do the same for other family members, your friends, and of course your husband. I'm sure being a younger sibling must have been difficult at times. I always did and continue to interject my opinions and suggestions into your life. Maybe we can call them forceful encouragements sometimes. Despite this, you found your own path in life, and I am proud that you showed us all how to channel your good nature to help people every day that need it with social work. And I am truly in awe of your accomplishments and will continue to be wherever you are and whatever you do. So. And Gareth, I haven't spent as much time with you as I have with Natalie. But every moment I do, I am more convinced how great a match you are for each other. It's immediately obvious how easygoing and good-natured you are, just like her, and how happy you make Natalie through your calm wisdom, companionship, and, well, the knowledge that you are a good man to have around in a medical emergency. I continue to appreciate the loyalty and support you provide for our family. And most importantly, you can moonwalk. So anyway, I'm extremely happy for the two of you. Natalie found a great man, and Gareth, I'm really glad to be